Alright guys, MCU Collector here with a new video. Very exciting. You guys may have seen the video I had posted earlier. Went hunting today. Things went well and I got the rest of the Deadpool wave, so very excited. So in that video I asked who you guys would like to see first reviewed. Seems like most responses were X-23. Then some responses for Deathlock. 1 or 2 for X-Force Deadpool. We'll kind of go through there. I'm actually really looking forward to the X-Force Deadpool because I really want to compare that one to the HasCon one and see what the differences are, what the similarities are, how it's going to be, because everyone's going to be like, well, do they get the new one? Do they not get the new one? But anyway, for starters, we have Laura here, X-23, looking very good. This is going to be one of the most popular of the wave for sure. We're going to take a look at the packaging. All the packaging on all these figures are basically the same thing. They all actually have the Deadpool logo there down at the bottom. But you see it does say X-23 at the very bottom. Top has the Deadpool logo, just like all the others. On the side, we get nice artwork there. Back, you see we have an image of the figure. Side artwork's the same thing. Those that ask are always looking for it. There is the UPC, or X-23. So on the back of the package, the bio reads, a female Wolverine clone, X-23 slashes out uncontrollably when exposed to a deadly trigger scent. So very interesting. I'm not real familiar with the character. I know very little other than she's a clone of Wolverine. That's all I know. And then obviously the character was in Logan. A much different iteration, I would say, but here she is. So we'll take a look at the figure and we'll take a look at the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure torso that it comes with. And at the end of all the figures, we'll do a Build-A-Figure video where I'll actually assemble it and then I'll do some size comparisons for you guys. So let's open this up. She is out of the package. Couple of things. So first off, it's a good-looking figure, yes. Definitely not going to be my favorite figure of the wave. For a couple of reasons. It's on that female teenage body. Something about it. It's kind of hard to get to stand. It feels very gummy. The way the figure is, I mean, just real gummy. I'm not a fan of that. It's kind of tough. But again, still a very good looking figure. Take a close up look at the head sculpt there. Looks very good with the little gray on there. The paint is done nicely, I believe. It looks good to me. Hair, there's no extra paint in the hair or anything. It is fairly soft, so it doesn't get in the way too much of moving her head around other than trying to get her to look up, of course. One thing that on mine, I got the torso, there's a little bit of paint splotching, a little bit of black there, so not the best, but you know, it's not terrible or anything. But not a whole lot going as far as paint. The line work is done cleanly. You can see on the back of the figure as well. The paint is done nice for what there is. But there again, there's not a lot. The boots, it's nice because they did paint silver on the buckles. I don't recognize these boots. Not sure about the shoes. They may have been on another figure. Couldn't tell you for sure. But still a good looking figure, but definitely not my favorite of the wave, but I do think that she will be a very popular one, probably difficult to find. She does have this belt piece here that does float around, but does look good. The paint on it is nicely done. See a little bit of red in the X and then a little bit of silver around it, but it is very large and just does kind of float around. Now the claws, these are the same claws that from the Old Man Logan and the Wolverine figures, so they are removable. Just pop them right out. So those that do, you know, the custom metal claws on the Wolverines, you'll be able to do this with her as well, and that will look good. But the figure has all the standard articulation with any of the other female figures, so single jointed elbows, diaphragm joint, which gives her a little bit of range of motion. Not a whole lot. She really won't look forward, back ever so slightly. Legs go out that far. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, hinged wrists, ankle pivot. Not going to go over the articulation. The articulation's all the same, but just want to kind of show you the up close of the figure. Again, not my favorite figure. Definitely not a bad figure. but solid figure nonetheless. And, you know, I do recommend it, especially if you're going to build the Sasquatch Build-A-Figure. So I'll show off the torso here. It's quite large. It's definitely different from the Man-Thing, whereas the Man-Thing kind of had that rubber material over it. This is the solid plastic, so that's all in the sculpt. So good paint details as far as the shading as it go into a brighter color into darker colors. Then you have this as kind of an extra piece that's glued on there. That does look good. So can't wait to build him. I know lots of disappointment around him because of his size, but I'm still looking forward to it. So real quick before I end the video, let's do size and see how tall X-23 stands up. And you can see she's at just about 5 3/4 inches. So not the biggest figure, because again, she is on that female body, that teenage body. So good looking figure. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't already done so. But thanks for watching.